The Carlisle SynTec website was designed to be the ultimate content delivery tool. Our research, which consisted of usage patterns on the prior website and manufacturer website best practices, concluded that the ability to locate, identify, and distribute critical documentation was the most important objective in creating a positive user experience. So with that, I want to demonstrate some tips and tricks and some usage and functionality that is offered on the Carlisle website that will allow you to quickly identify, locate, and utilize this critical documentation. So to begin, I'm going to demonstrate our basic navigation to help you get where you need to go. I'll go from right to left. I'll start with the Company tab, which is where you can find employment opportunities, contact information, and our Events and Training page. The Events and Training page is where you can find what shows Carlisle will be exhibiting at, what type of programs it has for architects, consultants, and building owners, as well as our training and educational schedule. Next, I want to move on to the Learn tab. The Learn tab, this is where you can get to our video content, our e-learning courses, as well as some other important information. But I want to demonstrate the Topics page. Topics page is a useful tool. This is where you're going to find information that doesn't necessarily fit within a product category. For example, our Building Green page. And this is where you will find information on California's Title 24, Cool Roof Rating Council, and LEED information. The LEED page is obviously important because this is a listing of what LEED credits you can obtain using Carlisle's products. So to recap, to get LEED information, you want to go to Learn, Topics, and Building Green. A couple of other topics worth pointing out. Here is where you can find a listing of all ESP contractors, as well as VOC information for those affected by the Ozone Transport Commission, and installation advisories. The next tab I want to talk about is our Documents tab. And this is going to take you to a complete listing of all Carlisle SynTec documentation grouped by category. For instance, if you want to see a listing of all of Carlisle's material safety data sheets, you click on the MSDS tab, Details, Specifications, Product Data Sheets, Literature. This is going to be Sales and Promotional Literature, Codes and Warranties. So I'll start by pointing out the Filter by Expanding Tree. This is a tremendously useful tool in narrowing down to the documentation that you're looking for. So by selecting a list of Carlisle's entire material safety data sheet library, you found we've got 89 documents that we may have to sift through. If I'm looking for a primer, I don't really want to sift through 89 documents and 9 pages. What I want to be able to do is filter down quickly, and the website allows you to do that. So I'm looking for a primer. I'm going to click to Splicing Products and Sealants. What you'll see is our list went from 89 possible documents to 23. If I want to narrow down even further, for instance, it's a Sure White EPDM system that I'm looking for a primer, I'm going to click Expand the System tab, and I'm going to click on Sure White. And now in 2 clicks, I've gone from 89 documents to sort through to 10. As I scroll down, I can see my list of documents with a small preview icon. Later you'll see there's some additional value to this preview icon. I'm looking for the Sure Seal LV600 primer. So I'm going to click on this link. The next window you'll see is our Scribd window, and this allows you to preview a document before downloading it or before doing anything else with that document to ensure that you do have the correct document. Within the script window, you can see some tools that will allow you to zoom in as well as scroll through the additional pages. So now that I've identified that this is in fact the document that I'm looking for, the next step is probably going to be to download this document. And I'm going to mouse over this icon on the left. By clicking on this, it will download a PDF file of this document that I can save for future use. Additionally, I can click on the Share button. This will allow me to share this document with another user. Sharing will be discussed in the next training module. The next tab I want to demonstrate is our Roofing Systems tab. This tab is the foundation on which the entire website was built. As I mentioned previously, a good manufacturer's website should get you to the critical documentation you need as quickly and as efficiently as possible, and we believe that this is the ultimate tool to do that. Internally, we refer to this as the Power Nav. And what this tab allows you to do is by simply mousing over Roofing Systems, you can then hone in quickly on the system that you're looking for as well as the type of documentation that you're looking for. Before I get into the documentation, I do want to point out that each system has its own page. So by mousing over the Roofing Systems tab over to Fleeceback, I'm going to click on Fleeceback, and this will take me to the Fleeceback information page. And here you can see videos pertaining to Fleeceback, case studies, as well as any other documentation that may be important or information related to our Fleeceback product line. So to demonstrate the power of the Roofing Systems tab when combined with the filtering tree, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate that in conjunction with finding a detail that I'm looking for. So I'm going to mouse over the Roofing Systems tab, go to TPO, down to Details. Now here's where you'll see where the preview icons come in pretty handy, especially when looking for a detail. Again, I've narrowed it down to 51 details just by clicking to details that only pertain to TPO systems. However, I want to narrow it down a little further. I'm looking for a drain detail, so by going to the filtering tree, I'm going to come down to my types of details and move right into drains. In 2 clicks, I've narrowed it down to 4 drain details. Now when I click on that detail and load that into the script window, this is where the preview really becomes a powerful tool. Obviously, details are very visual, and I can see by viewing the detail if it is in fact the detail that I will be using in my roofing installation. I do want to point out that our PVC and TPO details have been combined into a thermoplastic detail. To download details, you can see we offer them both in a PDF as well as a DWG AutoCAD file. So next I want to demonstrate the different ways to customize your browsing experience through the various sorting and organizational tools. To do this, I'm going to go back to our Documents tab, and I'm going to click on Details. If you recall, when we looked at TPO details, it narrowed it down to 51. However, since I've gone to the entire detail library, I have 223 details to sort through. You'll also notice there's 10 plus pages to scroll through. We already know that we can quickly filter using the expanding tree, but we can also change some settings to make sorting through a large document repository easier. The first tool I want to showcase is our page size. This is how many documents display on your browser. 10 is the default, as beyond that would drop off even the largest computer monitors. However, you do have the ability to change the amount of documents you can preview per page. So currently we're displaying 10 per page. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 50 per page. And now as I scroll down, it gives me the ability to preview a lot more documents and has narrowed it down to only 5 pages to sort through. Now, as I mentioned, the preview icons can be a pretty useful tool, but they can also clutter up your page when sorting through a large amount of documents. So the next tool I want to demonstrate is our compact view, which will get rid of the preview icons and just create a listing of all of the documents available. Now with our preview icons gone, a list of 50 documents is a little bit easier to sort through by viewing the title. Next, I want to talk about our Sort By tool. And this allows you to sort by type of document, publish date, title, or relevance. The two that I'm going to talk about is document type and title. It's set to default by document type. What that means is underneath the description it will say detail and acrylic coating, and as we scroll down they'll be categorized alphabetically. Details corners, scroll down further, our generic details, drains, etc. If you happen to be more familiar with our detail numbers and you want to search by detail, I recommend changing it to title. Title is a listing chronologically and alphabetically, which will start by detail number. So you can see 1-2, A1A, and on down the line. Of course, all of these sorting features are available with the preview icons as well as using the compact view. So to recap, there are several tools to allow you to customize your browsing experience, such as your page size, your sort by, and your compact view. Additionally, the Roofing Systems tab is the ultimate way to get to the information that you need quickly. We always recommend, when you know what system you're looking for, to use the Roofing Systems tab, also known as the Power Nav, and when combined with the Filter by Expanding Tree tool, it can narrow you down to the specific document you're looking for in 2 clicks and just a matter of seconds. So this concludes the first training video on the Carlisle SynTec website, Finding Critical Documents. We hope you found this video helpful and that you will enjoy these features. We encourage you to move on to the next module titled Sharing Documents and Building Submittal Packages.